Well, hey YouTube! So today, guys, we're back here with another review, and today we have a review here. This is the Ulanzi WL-1, guys. Here's the name of the item for you. And this is a really interesting product. This is something I've needed for a pretty long period of time. It's something I have been using actively over the past few months, so this is not me going into this thing blind, guys. I kind of know what to expect here. Because the one thing about this camera that does annoy me is this is the Sony ZV-1, and this is made exclusively for this camera and a few other select few cameras. One of the bigger issues here is the dimensions here, the amount of space you can fit. It's a pretty narrow focus here. It's really meant for vlogging, stuff like that. I mean, what I'm doing is really not that complicated, but sometimes, I mean, you can see I'm just barely in there. I can't even sit up straight. I gotta somehow hunch over a little bit, so it's an issue I have to deal with, guys. And I just want to review this product for you. So, fortunately, the unboxing process I've kind of already done. I can kind of show you most of it and how to use this product, which I think is actually probably more important because this thing is not the easiest thing to use or figure out how to use. There's a few things about it that are interesting. But before we get to the actual lens, it does come with an instruction manual here. Put that down. It comes with a cover. You can put this cover on. You know, it comes with these stickers, guys. I've used a few of these already, kind of figuring out how to do this. But here's one of the stickers. You're going to put this around the lens. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about in a minute, guys. Other than that, the thing is pretty much empty. I'll show you the full box as well. Right now I have it kind of unboxed already. Like I said, I already made this. I didn't make the video before this, but I've been using it. This is kind of what the box looks like on the front. It looks very nice. The box art and all that stuff does look pretty good, so I'm happy to say that all that comes looking nice. I've already unboxed the cleaning cloth. There's a cleaning cloth that comes with this thing. I know I put this thing somewhere, guys. So here's the lens, guys. I'm going to take it all apart for you and kind of go over each part. If you guys have any experience with macro lens in the past, and I'm not talking about, like, you know, professional grade, like, you know, Canon $1,000 macro lens. We're talking about more of the budget-friendly to mid-tier product. This one comes in, if you guys are wondering, this one comes in at about $50. The price tag is pretty reasonable. It's nothing too crazy. But you know, you could definitely get this for cheaper. But if you're spending all this money on the camera, I would argue that's probably a bad idea and not worth the value there, even if it is cheaper. So here it is, guys. It comes in. These are the two major pieces you're going to see here. I'll go over them all in a minute. And it comes with a cover too. This is the cover that goes on the thick lens like this. And then this thing here is for the other lens, you know what I'm saying? So there's two lenses here. But this is really the only one you're going to be using long term, I would imagine. So there is one more piece of the puzzle here. Unfortunately, I can't show you that because it's already screwed in here. And there's no easy way to pull that out. So I'll kind of show you exactly what it's supposed to look like. Maybe the instruction manual can show me. Otherwise, I'll have to, maybe I'll put a little picture in if I can't find it, guys. Here we go. So it kind of looks like this piece right here. It's the second one, this piece here. And using the adhesive tape that comes that comes right here, you put this kind of around the ring and you put it on there on the camera. It's just you just physically kind of press it on, guys. You know, it's kind of a weird solution because, I mean, you know, these things don't last forever, and that's kind of the scary thing. These 3M things, you know, they don't last forever, and that it could become a problem if you don't use this thing properly. So let's get on to the main product here, guys. So guys, these are the two lenses here, and although this says, you guys can see that, right? It says wide angle. You guys see that? Yeah. It's not actually the wide angle at all, because if you put this on, if you try using this, as you can see, all you get is a blurry mess. This is clearly the macro lens. You can clearly see that the whole entire background has been removed, and you can only see what's in front of you. It's just weird that they call this the wide angle lens, but it's more of an advertisement for the product, I'm assuming. But it's a weird touch, and I don't exactly understand it. And this product here, even though it has no official labeling or anything, this is obviously the wide angle lens, and you can even test it too. If you put this on the camera, you see how much of a bigger view you can see, guys? Wow, you can see so much more stuff that you can't see. You know, isn't that pretty substantial? And that's why this is the wide angle, although it's not labeled that way. And you would think maybe this is macro, but no, it's not. Just poor labeling on their part. Yeah. So anyway, you want to put these two pieces together, inferring that this piece has already been glued on, or used the adhesive on, which it is. I'll be honest, guys. When I first got this product, it took me a long time, a really long time, to figure out how to do this properly. I'm really happy I didn't make that video too early on. It would have not come out well. Also, guys, if you're wondering, to use this product here, this is the cover. If you guys can see here, you just kind of like any other camera case, you kind of squeeze like that, and you just kind of insert like that, and there you go. It's pretty simple. And without further ado, let's do this, guys. We're going to put this on the camera here. And you guys can already tell the difference. Make sure you hold on to the camera, otherwise this thing will fall off, potentially. Yeah. Yeah, guys, you want to be standing up when you do this. You want to have two hands on the camera. If you try to half-ass it, it's not going to come out well, pretty much. And without further ado, guys, as you guys can see, the macro lens is substantially bigger, and the differences are very stark. I mean, you guys can probably see me a lot better now. And, I bet some of you guys are wondering, why not just use this all the time? And there are downsides, and I'm going to get into these downsides now. First of all, it does not hamper the audio fidelity at all, or visual fidelity for that matter. There's really no difference. There's no conceivable difference, for the most part. One small difference here is things that are on the edge of the screen are going to get more blurry. Here's the cover. You put this over here, it kind of gets blurry. It's not the easiest thing to tell. It's kind of not very noticeable unless you really zoom in on the pixels. But things on the edges kind of just get a little blurry, unfortunately. And that's one downside. Another downside is because this thing is so heavy, guys, you can only use this for your recording. When you're done with your recording, you gotta unplug this thing. If you don't unplug it, essentially the entire video is gonna fail because this thing is going to fall off. This thing will fall off, guys, and then your whole entire camera will fall down too sometimes. So it's either your camera falls down because the lens is too heavy, or this thing, the lens by itself, will just fall off because it's too heavy. So that's kind of a design flaw here. You can only have it on there for 5 to 10 minutes at most. I left this thing overnight the first time I had it by mistake. It fell over, the entire camera fell over. Luckily nothing was damaged. And other than that, I mean, I think this is a really good view here. I think this kind of showcases everything. In certain ways, it kind of fixes the ISO problem a little bit. The lighting's a little bit more moderate now, a little bit more temperate, which is good. So it actually could help improve your visuals, depending on what you need it for. But overall, guys, at a $50 price tag, do I recommend the WL-1 wide-angle lens for the Sony ZV-1, guys. And it's a really tough decision. It causes you to spend more time setting up for a video, but if you're a perfectionist, if you're somebody who needs a wider angle, this is imperative. For what I do, it's kind of on the border, guys. I can technically fit, although it's not always the smoothest thing, but sometimes I just get lazy, to be honest with you. So it's really up in the air what I want to do with it. But overall, this is actually a pretty good product overall. Although it has some flaws, I think overall it will definitely fit for what you need it for. So guys, I really do like it. If you do want to buy the product, Amazon link will be down below. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, favorite, put on the notification bell, and turn off the Adblocker as well. All that stuff helps me. Also, guys, you want to be a paid member of the channel. The videos do come out first on my website, and you can see them unedited, not unedited, but just uncut. Basically, I haven't made any of the real cuts yet. I do that on YouTube directly. Yeah, I know. Once again, that's kind of a lazy way to do it. But I do like to make the cuts on YouTube. But if you go on my website, you can see that video while I'm making the cuts. You can see the full video before I make cuts. So kind of some bonus content comes out first there as well. Because I leave the video privatized on YouTube until I make the cuts, make sure monetization is done, all that stuff. But also get some custom emotes. I know this is not the most compelling package, but, I'm pretty busy these days. And, their support would mean a lot, especially with CPMs dropping in January. They always do. So any support you guys can give me definitely helps motivate me to keep going. Stuff like that. So really hope you guys enjoyed that video. I definitely recommend it, and thank you, bye.